Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the Hall of Guardians faction event, as well as the epic trials for Whitehelm. So that is what is going on today. We did the Underspire yesterday, so if you're looking for that, we switched things up a little bit. We did the Underspire on the Monday video. It's like at the end, there should be a chapter. It might get you close, it might not. I mean, it should get you close, but it might not get you right on it. So you might have to look around a little bit, because I forgot, but I got close. So I remembered after I was already doing it. So doing the things, clicking the buttons. A little bit late today. What else is new? Had to run an errand this morning, and then computer was acting up. Could you have guessed? Gems of War is the game. Gems of War. Save. Then chapters. Hall of Guardians. High, mid, and low. Epic trials. At least one fight. To give you an idea of how to complete it if you haven't done it yet. Get you at least that one copy of a pet. I have all of them. I don't need to do it, but I like to do it anyway. It's fun. And I like to show people how to do stuff. They need help with it. It's the coolest part. Alright, got that. Bang, bang, bang. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Live chat, where are you? Here it comes. What is this? It's like taking me to... Oh. Yeah, I love the black screen. That's the best. Alright, let's go. We got Mark, we got Sana. How's it going? Let's get our tribute. I might have a slight interruption today. I'm not sure. We had a situation with our air conditioner. Of course, on a holiday weekend. You know, I hit every red light. But, yeah. So, of course... We had a situation with our air conditioner, and it wasn't that hot out, but inside of the upstairs of this house, it gets freaking hot, no matter if it's 70 out, if it's 65 out, if it's 75 out, it's freaking hot, no matter what. You can open all the windows, it doesn't matter. Open all the doors, open all the windows, get 50,000 fans, it doesn't matter, it's still really hot. And I suck. When I'm hot, I am so irritated, I cannot stand it. I would rather be cold any day of the week. I would rather have rain and cold. I don't know. I just hate being hot. Being hot sucks. You can always put more clothes on, but you can't get any more naked. You know what I mean? So, I'm not a hot weather type of dude. I'd rather it be like fall or winter or, I don't know, early spring or something. Oh, I want it to be like 60. 65, something like that. I hate when it's like 79 or 80 or 90. It sucks. Especially right now. Like, this freaking hot and stuffy. And I live in Ohio where the humidity is through the roof. It's probably the most humid state you could live in. So it's not like... I've been to Arizona before and I know what hot feels like. And that kind of hot is different than like Ohio hot. You would have to come here to experience it. If you think like, oh, well, California's hot and Florida's hot and Arizona's hot, well, come to freaking the armpit of the United States and imagine that. You know, it's not like stove hot. It's like armpit hot, you know? It's like armpit hot here. It's not stove hot. It's all sweaty and humid and stuffy. It's not like the sun is shining on you. It's hot. And you might get a sunburn. No, it's like you're sweating gallons and you stink and it's stuffy. That's how it is. That's how it is. It's gross. So yeah, we got Mark, we got Sana, we got Dez, the Enforcer. Good morning, celebrate good times. Oh yeah, hey. If your house is hot, put on your Elden Ring outfit. I pretty much had it on. He said, Des says, Cindy, can you explain weapon tempering and how to do it, please? It's basically just like upgrading your weapons, kind of like you trait your troops or you level your classes. It's the same kind of deal. If you go to your collection, you go to weapons, and you click on one of the, let me do an upgradable one. Click on one, you go to L1, at least on PlayStation, and it costs ingots. So it's just the upgrade system for weapons. You know, troops have levels, and troops have ascension, and troops have traits, and, you know, classes have talent trees and class levels and all that stuff. Well, weapons have tempering, which you might as well just call, like, weapon leveling or weapon traits or something like that. So, you know, it costs ingots. So if I spend 1 ingot here, I get +1 attack when I use this weapon. When I spend 3 ingots, I get +2 attack when I use this weapon, which is probably 3 total. And then when I, you know, level it to 3 here, the third +3, you know, I'll get 4 armor when I use this weapon. You know, this isn't permanent for everything. It's just when you're holding this weapon, you get +1 attack, +2 attack, +4 armor, +2 attack, +2 attack, and rage myself when you cast the weapon. So you're not going to just be enraged automatically. You know, you have to get the benefits of the things, the perks on the tempering of a weapon, you have to, like, cast the spell of the weapon. Like, this stuff you don't have to. Like, this happens automatically if you're just holding the weapon, right? But once you get into stuff like enrage myself, deal 5 damage to the first enemy, stuff like that, you're going to have to cast the spell, and then that stuff will happen. So, and you can use your major orb of ingots or your orb of ingots to, you know, the orb of ingots just does 1 level. The major orb does all levels. And, you know, different rarity weapons cost different rarity ingots. So if it's a super duper high level weapon like a Dawnbringer, it might be legendary ingots or mythic ingots. And if it's a little poopy weapon that you get from mastery, it's probably like, you know, rare ingots or something like that. But that's basically all. Like, you want to check tempering on weapons. If you're, like, building a team and you're looking for a weapon and you're choosing between 2 weapons, the tempering is something to look at to be a tiebreaker. It might have a Leaf Storm, it might have a barrier on it, it might have enchant on it. Like, Life and Death, for example, has enchant. So when you cast Life and Death, you enchant yourself, and then you're going to get 2 mana every turn until you fill your mana up. Like, Flail of Guard has a barrier. When you cast Flail of Guard, you apply a barrier to yourself. So that's pretty much... I mean, if you have any questions, let me know. Wormskull with the 10. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Running out there. It's your first super on the live stream. Awesome. What's up, dude? Appreciate that. Yeah, let me know if you have any more questions, Dez. Yeah, I'll put a timestamp in. Let's get this faction going. Hall of Guardians. Am I doing it right? Hold on. Games, Hall of Guardians. Alright, so it's a Tuesday faction event. You know how I feel about those. I would never go all the way to 500 on a Tuesday. I reserve that for weekend faction events usually. It's not out of the question if you really want to buckle down and do one on a Tuesday. It's not crazy. I'm just saying it's pretty hard because it's only 1 day. And normally people will do it over 3 days or over months. So you're either all in or all out. So on a Tuesday faction event, you're just trying to do it, like, get all rewards for free. You know, and sometimes you have to spend 30 gems to get that last reward. You can never really tell until you are doing the event. So you start it for free, and then if you need to, you'll spend 30 gems for that last reward. So let's go make some teams, high, mid, and low. Here's a low team. We want to just throw it out there. Let's just do it. Low team. Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow. We are working on our new account playthrough. We're going to do that every Sunday and maybe add another day, maybe Thursday. We're level 25. We're actually starting to get Guardians already. We just joined a guild. We're throwing guild seals at guild seal chests, and we're already getting Guardians. So you get Guardians really early in the game. Now, this Nimbus Bow you may not have, but you would just use something like Mountain Crusher or, you know, Wand of Stars or anything. Any other explodey weapon would be fine. Nimbus Bow just makes blue and yellow for Strix Ally. So it helps with the extra turns to do the third trait on the Finesse, which is give 4 to all stats on Strix Allies when matching 4 or more gems. So I just like the Nimbus Bow as my favorite favorite Finesse weapon, but you don't have to. It's not a necessary thing. You know, having 3 Finesses and having them fully traded is necessary, but having the Nimbus Bow isn't. You can have the Staff of Storms, the Wand of Stars, the Mountain Crusher, Essence of Evil, Reflection of Good, like, whatever. But yeah, let's put a timestamp in. Sauna with the gifted. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. How are all you fellers doing? And ladies. Fellers and ladies. Hall of Guardians. Low. At the 10:45. Save. But anyway, I'm talking about the AC thing. So I called the maintenance man the other day. So it started like the AC was still working, but it was leaking. It was leaking into the living room. And I know what that means. Like your drain pan is overflowing, it's clogged up or something. Like something's wrong with the drain. It's condensation off your coil is going into the drain pan. Your drain pan's overflowing. It's going over the top of the drain pan and it's going onto the floor and it's coming into your living room onto the carpet. Because we have a recessed AC. It's not like in the attic or outside or something. Like it's in the wall as you walk past the living room into the kitchen. It's like in the wall right there. So, at first I was like, oh crap, I don't know what to do. And then, I called the maintenance. I'm like, hey, I don't know if it's an emergency or not because, I can just turn it off and it won't flood, but it is pretty hot in here. And he was like, it's a holiday. We can get them out there Tuesday morning. But you could, open it up and try to unclog the drain if you want to. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll try that. And, anyway, let's run this battle. I said, yeah, I'll try it. And then, I started, like, taking stuff apart, unscrewing it, yada yada. I'm reaching in the drain pan. I can't find the drain hole, and I couldn't find it because it was just completely clogged. So it just looked like there was just smooth. There was no hole anywhere. So, yeah, definitely the problem. It was overflowing. And he was pretty much telling me, just run it, and soak up the water. And we'll be there Tuesday morning to fix it. I'm like, I don't know about that, man. Like, I might run it for like 5 or 10 minutes, but I'm not going to let it, like, leak all over the place. And then, even though it is really hot, and I am really irritated and sweaty, and, I have a bunch of hair, and I'm, like, hot and sweaty. Like, So I, like, gave it an extra effort. I, like, got in there. I was looking around. Finally, I like, lift this little door that I just didn't see for some reason. Like, I'm not, like, an AC... not like a heating and cooling dude, especially a recessed AC unit in the wall that's not like you can't walk around it, it's just the front. So I like finally find this little trap door. It's like blending in and everything. I like pull it up and now I see the trap and like the PVC pipe with the trap and all that and the drain. I'm like, oh, there it is. Like I didn't know that was there. I felt like such an idiot. So I pull it up and I get the pipe. I like take the pipe out, the trap out. And then I, like, washing water through it, and all this crap is coming out. It's like, I don't know what it was, like dust. I think it was, like, the filter got wet, and then, like, the paper, like, I don't know. Somebody put the filter in wrong. It wasn't me. And, so it was all clogged up, like, the drain in the pan was all clogged up, and then the PVC, like, trap was all clogged up, too. So I took the whole trap out, which is, like, just a little PVC, and then I took it to the sink, like ran water through it, kept going until like nothing was coming out anymore. And then like I stuck my finger like up through the bottom, up through to the drain pan, making sure there's no more clogs there. I got all that out of there too. And then put it all back together, and then it was working. It wasn't leaking anymore. I was like, yeah. Turn it on, left it running for like hours and hours and hours, didn't leak a drip. Like, hey, I fixed it. I felt like a real man. I fixed something. I was burning. It was like out of necessity too. I was like sweating and burning up and irritated. And like, I'm not just gonna keep trying until I fix this thing. Like, I'm not waiting till Tuesday. And I finally did it. I was like, so excited because it's just now I'm not hot basically. Like, I was a little bit excited about being able to fix it, and then like mostly excited because now I'm not burning up, sweating, and hot and irritated. It's the main thing I'm excited about. So then I had to call them back and be like, hey, I fixed it, thanks, you can cancel. But they still might show up today is what I'm saying, so I might have to go tell them to go away at some point during the stream. Yeah, I did it. Always feels good when you you've never done something before and you figure it out. Like, nobody's there with me. I'm just figuring it out on my own. People that just call the maintenance man all the time, they don't even try. Come on, man. Give it a try. I know it's their job and stuff, but if you can do it yourself real quick, like, just do it. Especially on a holiday weekend where they're not going to come. You might as well try. But got that done. Like, first time you do a tire change on your car when you're like a teenager, it kind of felt like that. Like, ooh, I got it. Changed my own tire. Put on the spare. Anyway, we're using finesse right now. We got the Nimbus bow. We got finesse. You know, it depends what you take, whether it's green, purple, or yellow. Kind of just take what you got, what it gives you. And we might have to get up Nimbus bow, cast that real quick. Skulls hit pretty hard with the finesse. Yellow enemies get hit really hard with the spell and with skulls. Every time you get an extra turn, you get 12 to all stats. Even your hero. And I'm doing every room in multiplier order. So 1.2, 1.15, I'll do 1.2. Yoke the Ham is here. So I did the chat-a-thon with no AC, by the way. It's always something, huh? I either have like a toothache, or I'm losing my voice, or I'm really hot. Never easy or perfect. So I didn't tell any... I told you guys it was like not working right, I think. But it was like super hot. I still did it. Oh, you have all your kingdoms level 10, Dez? That's good. That's a great place to be. It's a good, checkpoint in the game. Good goal to shoot for. You know, all your kingdoms to level 10. That feels good when you get that done. Now you just work on those magic kingdoms, get those to the next, is it 15? I think it's 15, right? Once you have it all done, you forget. You get all your pure factions done, you forget. Get all your kingdoms leveled, you start forgetting. Mountain Crusher Des, that's fine. No problem, Worm Skull, thank you. How'd the chat-a-thon go? It went great. We set a goal and we met the goal. Pretty much that explains it to a T. I said, let's go this long, and that's how long we went. We didn't go above and beyond, but I wasn't going to let us anyway, so we got as far as we wanted to get, pretty much. We were going to a certain place, and that's where we got to. Maybe next time we'll go a little bit further. We're trying to ease back in, because I kept losing my voice on the previous... Not the one before that, but the two before that. I lost my voice at like the 6-7 hour mark. So we're still making sure I don't do that again. And the last two's been pretty good. We went, I think we went like 6 hours and a half or something on... Nah, I don't remember. Maybe it was like just shy of 6. It was somewhere between like just shy of 6 and like 6:30 on the one before last. And then this most recent one, we went exactly 7 hours. So we're working our way back into it. Mark says I was playing on my mobile account last night, and I threw some keys and got Mandragora from a chest. You thought of me? Yeah, sometimes I make troops I don't like my thing, you know? Like, I'm the Theodorovich guy, I'm the Mandragora guy, because I poop all over them and say how much they aren't good. I feel like every new mythic, somebody's trying to say it's awesome, just because they know that's the way to get views. Any troop where you bought something, like right now in the Kingdom Pass or the Campaign Pass, you could say Amatiel is amazing. You know, you could figure out a way to spin it to where you're saying something's good about it. And you know that people spent money, and that's the ultimate goal, and they're gonna want it to be good because they spent money on it, and they can't take that back. So the smart thing to do as a snake oil salesman would be to say that it's good in some sort of way. You might have to do it in a roundabout way. It's not always that they're saying it's the best in the game, but they might say something like 3,000 HP, la 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 la, you know, and show their butt. Or they might say 10,000 armor and then flash you their boobies. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid. In reality, you're never going to use that troop ever, so who cares? Like, anything can have 10,000 armor, anything can have a billion magic, anything can have... All you gotta do is just use another troop that's not that, and buff it a billion times. You can do... I could say Finesse could have... If I sit here and just cast an extra turn over and over and over, I could say Finesse is hitting for whatever I want. I could make a video and say, make Finesse hit for 999 damage. It's the best in the world. Show you my boobs, you know? And it would be true, because I'd be using like a weapon that does no damage, that, you know, just mana generates and does extra turns, and I would never cast the Finesse, and I'd be sitting there for 30 minutes just building up my attack, my spell damage, and then eventually it would be 999, and it would technically be true, but you'd also be an idiot for sitting there for 30 minutes doing that. And no one's ever going to do that. That's why I'm the Mandragora Theodorovich guy, because I never liked those. Mandragora, who needs a web? Who needs a weak AoE with a web on it? Not me. I got Arachnian Weaver. I got Elementalist. You know? When am I ever going to use Mandragora? I'd rather use the Void Dragon or Stellarix, you know, Arachnian Weaver, anything. Elementalist with Arachnian Weaver would be way better than Mandragora. You know what I mean? Whoever wanted a web. Like, I can't wait until they put mass webbing into the game. I lose so slow. I lose so slow that the enemy casts so many times that I need them to be webbed. Because I lose so slow that to cast so many times, I need them to be... Who wants to be that guy? Not me. I want to just win fast and not worry about webbing the enemy. And if I am worried about it, I'll use Elementalist. Or Arachnian Weaver, an actually good troop. And then Theodorovich is like the Onyx Giant of legendaries. You know, he's cool. When he works, he's cool. But when he doesn't work, he's backfiring all over the place. Pooping the bed. So yeah, he can be cool. You can record 50 battles on a pre-recorded video, and you can choose the 5 where he actually worked, and you can make a video saying, wow, look at this. Look at Theodorovich go. You know what I mean? Show your boobs, show your butt. But guess what? What about the other 45 battles they didn't record or show you? Where he didn't do that, and he backfired, and he pooped all over the bed. He has to wash his sheets now. Well, that's called a pre-recorded video. You can just record all your best moments and all your best videos where your stuff actually works. And you can just chop it together like it all happened back to back to back. Then you can do audio over it to where it's seamless and nobody knows. Unless you look very closely at like their, you know, maybe their souls up in the right-hand corner or something like that. You could definitely spot it if they're doing that. But no one's like calling people out for that because nobody really cares. But they could do that. I could take any troop in this whole list. I could take Argos, and I could go fight 50 battles, and then I could pick the 5 battles where this actually worked, and then I could say Argos is amazing, and then there'd be video proof, seamless video proof of Argos being amazing. But what about the 45 other battles where he was horrible, and anything else would have been better? So you got to watch people on live stream if you want to see for real stuff. We got Finesse, baby. Let's go. Let's make a mid-level team. Or a high level. I love talking about that now. I used to be the pre-recorded guy, but I never did anything like that. Not exactly. I mean, sometimes, but I'm just saying, like, with troops that aren't actually that good. Like, if I have a good troop and I have a bad battle with a good troop that I already know is good, I would probably cut it out of the video. Like, if something crazy happened, like I fought a sweaty wrestler, I'm not going to show you the sweaty wrestler that happens 1 every 10 fights. But I'll cut that out. But I'm not going to, like, take an average troop and try to make it look like a S-tier mythic by, like, cutting up fights and putting awesome fights back to back to back. Like, there's definitely, you have to do it a little bit here and there, but not, like, for everything all the time. Still breathing, Sauna? We met our goal, yep. What up, Yoke? Rant time. Future apple juice fun. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Beg for mercy. Beg for mercy's here. You see we tried your little thing yesterday? We did the Underspire. I think you was here, weren't you? Feller. Peter Dogger is here. What up? I hope that's how you say your name. Leave it to Weaver. Someone pulled the pin. Uh-oh. There you go, Mark. Peter has a question? Okay. Let me look for it. He says, I quit a few years ago and did return recently. A lot has changed. Where do I begin? Dude, I don't know. What level are you? Yeah, I don't know. That's where I would start. What level are you? The way the game works right now is you do your XP booster, you do your adventure board, you do your dungeon, right? And then you do your event for the day, whatever it may be. Like today it's a faction event, so you do Hall of Guardians. Then you do your guild event. Right now it's a raid event. We don't want to like slack on that. We're in a high level guild. We want to stay in the guild. We want to do the guild event. Then you got Epic Trials if you haven't done them yet. You got Underspire you should do a little bit of. And you got PvP, Citadel Wars, all that stuff you should do a little bit of. And that's just like the bare minimum each day. You know, it depends, like, do you have all your delves done? Do you have all your global medals? Are you still in the tutorial? Do you know, which troops do you have and not have? And, like, I would need to know quite a bit of information to tell you, like, where to start, really. But start there, I guess. XP booster, dungeon, adventure board, guild, daily event. A little bit of Underspire, a little bit of PvP each day. Yeah, if you're a beginner, I have the new account playthrough going once a week right now. Allie's here. Level 634. So, 634. You're probably working in the underworld for sure. I don't know if you're still farming City of Thieves, but probably. You know, get all your troops down there and get all your horde levels to 100 in the underworld. Do City of Thieves 3 times a day on level 20. You know, get into a good guild if you can. That always helps. We saw that in live action Turtle Man on Sunday. When we joined a guild for the first time on our new account, my stats went up by like 50%. It was crazy. Level 634. You're looking for probably to get certain mythics, save up your diamonds, do your dungeon every day, save up your Dragonite, start opening eggs and stuff. So yeah, dungeon's pretty important for that level. PvP's like not that important. You could probably skip that, maybe. So all you're gonna get is silver marks and gold marks, and I don't know. It's probably not super important at that level. You could do it, like if you have time at the end of the day, do PvP, but you probably should be more concentrating on like getting into a good guild, doing your underworld, getting your daily events done, getting your guild event done, your dungeon, adventure board, your XP booster. That's where I'd be at. Saving event keys, saving diamonds, running vault events super hard. You need to get back into the game, you know, like the next vault event that comes around, you should hit it hard. Alright, anyway, what do we got? We got yellow and brown. You know what that is. That's boring, right? We're doing that all week. Should we try something different? Maybe I'll do my high level dude team. I don't know. Because normally you would just do this, right? I probably will. I mean, faction events are so boring lately. And I'm making a live stream, and I'm showing it on live stream, and I'm telling you this as a self-saboteur. We've had Whitehelm like 30 times. You know? Where's Sir Quentin Hadley? There he is. Yellow-brown. Harpy Mage. I heard you can use Nishas now with Guard's avatar. Like you got a little buff. Like you don't have to use guard medals anymore. Weapon, pretty much whatever you want. We can do the wand though. We got a low level team, we got a high level team. Could even throw this on top. Because the wand will catch 3 other colors, blue, purple, green. Class would be like Titan. Brown Storm, lots of brown. Banner would be brown or yellow, yellow, brown. Minus purple's fine. So yeah, something like that. You're just trying to get it done quickly. There's always Takaka, but I always think of people that want to level a class or something. So you could change to any class you want to with this team. The hero is present on the team. So you can, that's what I used to do. Like my year 1 that I was playing this game and either not making videos or just starting to make videos, if somebody would show me a team, I would just change the class. If there was even classes back then, I don't know. But if I was you, maybe I never did it myself, but if I was you, like I'll make my own team. Like I'm going to make this team right here. And I'm going to show you guys this team with the proper class that would do the best, like the fastest. But I'm going to change the class to something else to level it once I get off live stream. I'm going to change it to Doomsayer because that's what I'm leveling. You can do the same thing. Change it to whatever class you're leveling. I'll put a chapter. $31.45. High level team. Hall of Guardians faction event. Let's get them dead. Bork's birdie's in danger. Oh no, what happened? How'd it get in danger? It got captured by who? There's not much time before they escape. They're running away with it? What happened? They broke in the window, got in your house, stole your birdie out of your toy box, and ran away? They're skipping away. Let's go get them. Owlie with the gifted. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Went to this guy, not that guy. Who did Saunas go to? Wormskull. Whoa, that's sick. That's perfect. I mean, this guy is good, too. But Wormskull with the first super chat ever and then gets gifted a membership. That's pretty sweet. I wonder if it, like, takes that into account at all. Because Mark did the same. We did the same thing with Mark. If somebody could, like, game the system a little bit. If you give, like, $4, you could then get gifted a $5 membership and you save $1. Yeah, you could be like a coupon cutter. Go to the store with your giant binder. Stuff falling all over the ground. You go to check out and take forever to check out. Checkout line got 500 coupons. And then they pay you money to put. You got groceries too, and they're gonna pay you money at the store. Same thing. You give me a couple bucks, you're gonna get gifted a membership, and then you save money. You might come away with more money. You give me $2, you get gifted. You're up $1. You're up something like that. I don't know. $3, whatever it is. Math. Doesn't that make sense? Hey, if you're smart, you might want to do that. Throw $4 at me, you might get $5 back. You never know. Alrighty. Dragor's here. Yeah, bro. Live stream, I like to interact and entertain the chat. So, if you have any questions about the game, I got you, though. I've been playing for 7 years. The new account playthrough, I'm really concentrating on the game quite a bit. But every other day, you know, I will show the teams and I will tell you what to do, but I do goof off quite a bit, too. Start talking about something that ain't not even the game. Can't just talk about the game every day, all day. That would be boring. Like, I'm casting my spell right now. Then 4 enemies died, and their souls went towards the ceiling. And then I got Delve Chest upgraded to level 5. Now I'm going to go to Treasure Multiplier Order. I'm going to check every room to make sure. And then I'm going to go to 1.2 because it was the highest of the Treasure Multiplier Orders. Then my loading bar takes forever because I'm on PlayStation. It fills up like 2 times. I'm going to cast this spell. It's a flaming sword. He's going to stick that right at... They're all dead. Their souls float to the ceiling. Victory! I'm level 1560. I got gold souls, faction trophies, delve, goop, babadoo, dapadoo. I'm going to go to the last rooms here. 1.15. It doesn't matter which one I pick. I can pick either one. They're exactly the same. A goblin is on the screen right now. Got an explosion from my potion that I have from my horde level. And I'm enchanted as well from my horde level. And even if you're doing an event, you get the benefits of your horde level down in the underworld. So if you didn't know that, that is something. You know, I'm being a goofster, a gaffster here, but that is true. So if you have Hall of Guardians horde level on a certain level, you're going to get potions, and they will be in effect for the event, even if you don't buy anything in the shop in the event. So as you can see, I bought 0 stuff in the shop for this event, and I'm putting a 0 up, and I'm looking through it with my eyeball, like sunglasses right now. I got a 0 up, and I'm looking through it with my eyeball at the screen. And we're enchanted, and we got an explosion, and I didn't even buy anything up in the shop because of our horde level for Hall of Guardians. So if you don't get an explosion and you don't get an enchant, maybe you should go down there and get your horde level right. Mr. Z has got a pee. Yeah, Allie's an awesome player. I take all the credit for Allie being an awesome player. I'm just kidding. Mark's, yeah. Can't go wrong. Yeah, any questions, I got you. Dragor's here. John Fitzpatrick is here. He says, hello, Cindy and Sinners. Thought I would pop in and leave a like while doing my daily tasks with the stream in the background. Appreciate that, bro. Talk about practice, man. What we talking about? What you talking about, Beg? Not the game I love. Not the game. Talking about practice, man. He's doing layups and stuff. That's what we got this weekend. We got practice, man. We got arena. Some of y'all are like, what you talking about, arena, man? I ain't playing arena. That ain't the game. That ain't the game I love. I don't get no rewards for that. It's too hard. Talking about arena, man? What are you talking about? I'm not playing that. Arena? You talking about arena? No. We're not playing arena. Arena? Starts to sound funny the more you say it. Arena? Talking about arena? Arena around the rosy? Oops. Your high level team. Mark says, so if I go to Hall of Guardians, get horde level to 100, my troops in Underspire will... Yeah! Not Underspire, but Underworld. Did I say the wrong word, maybe? Sometimes I mix... Everybody does that. Underworld, Underspire. You go to Hall of Guardians in the Underworld, and you level up your horde level, you will have more stats in that faction whenever you do a fight in that faction, including the faction event. So right now, I'm doing the faction event. I'm not even in the Underworld. I'm like in Crystara doing an event, and it happens to be Hall of Guardians. But it takes into account any kind of horde level you have in the Underworld for Hall of Guardians for this event. So make sure you have it like on 100 at least. 111, 133, 155, 177, one of those soft caps. It'll help you get the event done quicker. So you don't have to buy in the shop. Like if you love an enchant, like everybody wants enchant and explosion in an event, right? Like you're just used to it by now. The Underspire is kind of weird because you don't have that. But you can go get it without even buying in the shop for faction events. Your horde level should be at a certain point to where you have the explode and the enchant for the event without even buying it in the shop. It's your horde level. Alright, so that's the high level team. What about a mid level? You guys got anything? Anybody want to show off their mid level team? You can't have any mythics on it though, so let me know. No mythics. Alright, Chad, we'll see you, man. Under Spire, Underworld, Under Ruse. What you talking about? Arena? Allie taught you how to fish. I teach a lot of people how to fish, then they disappear. It's my magic trick. I teach them how to fish, and then they disappear. Except for you. Dragor says they finally released the missing troops, even after the Switch catch-up. Progressing through Midnight Circus, Horde level 100 seems doable. Your Horde level... Wormskull says, what does a cigarette and a hamster have in common? They're both harmless until you put it in your mouth and light it on fire. Do I leave the gold rooms till last? Not exactly. I just do treasure multiplier order, but you could do them first if you want. It's like a habit of mine to do treasure multiplier order. I don't even care about the gold. But you could. I think there's only one that actually matters, though, right? Isn't it Cedric? Somebody mentioned that. I think the greedy trait... We'll have to look at it. I think the only one that actually matters if you want to take gold first is maybe the Cedric room. I can't remember, though. So what does greedy do? Doesn't it just give you more gold? I don't know if it increases your, like, amount of gold. It probably wouldn't hurt, though. If you like gold and you want to get a little bit of extra, you could take those first. But we're talking, like, during an event, like, it affects your points, I think. The way I do it, like, I get more points, I think. So during an event, you should do treasure multiplier order. But when you're farming, you can do whatever you want, because you don't need a score. You don't need points to get an event done. You're just doing your daily farming. So when you're doing your daily farming, you could take the gold rooms first. When you're doing an event, you might want to do treasure multiplier order if you're not, like, getting all rewards. Maybe next time, try doing that. We need a yellow team, y'all. For mid. Luna. You drank invisible ink? He's still waiting to be seen. We got Bork. Got Bork. We can Bork it. Bork it in the Ecotl, Egress. Always do this. If it's not a legendary, then it's not a mid-level team. So we'd have to start with a legendary. And I don't really see any that I'm liking that much. So, I mean, you could do Divine Spell of Keelan, I guess. I like this. It's always fun. Throw a rope dart or something, or the wand. We'll do the old one. This is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if we can do Moon Rabbit, though. We might have to do Harpy Mage. Moon Rabbit's like, what, purple and green? We might have to do Harpy Mage. We could do a Wand with Arc Proxy Avenger, though, if you have that. It's my other yellow team that I do in PvP. Rope, dart. This'll work. And I don't know what class. Let's do Bard. I think Bard when I think yellow. Banner, yellow. And maybe red. We got a lot. Minus green. I know this works. Let's go. It's the Harpy Mage is a little bit different. Usually you got like Moon Rabbit or Arc Proxy Avenger or something. 45-30. But no mythics on here. Could pull something to the front if you want for free. It's got an extra turn on it. I guess you might as well. The only problem is you can mess up any alignment that you have because it like destroys a couple red or does something with some gems on the board. So destroy 3 random red gems. So you probably want to look for your alignment first. So brown to skull, purple to red, red to skull, and green to yellow. Can anybody remember all that without looking at it? It's red to skull. Diviner Spiral is red to skull and green to yellow, and Keelan is brown to skull and purple to red. Red to skull, green to yellow. Purple to red, brown to skull. I think I said it right. So I don't see any of that though. So we'll do this. And now we got to look again. Red to skull, brown to skull, green to yellow. We don't have it, so let's do this. Brown to skull, red to skull. There we go. Now we should have red to skull because it almost always happens. This time it looks like it doesn't want to. I don't see it. So we have to do this real fast. Now do we have it? Red to skull. Doesn't matter, he's almost dead. Let's just cast it. Sometimes I overthink it. Centurigon and Shegra. That sounds pretty cool. 1.3, 1.3, 1.3. They're all 1.3, so you do the lower rooms first. You can check the next rooms too. 1.15, 1.2. Probably this one. Gargoyle. That'd be a low-level team. We already did Finesse, but that could be another one. You know what? You got PvP teams at the beginning of the week, and usually there's color restrictions, right? 3 of them. If it lines up for Tuesday faction to have the same colors, you could just use the team that you're using in PvP in your faction event. Like, that's the big brain thinking for yourself, fixing your own AC type of thing. Like, oh, I already know, like, I already saw PvP teams for yellow. Up here we have a yellow faction event on Tuesday. I can just bring that team over here. Probably work. At least till I can find something better. Oh, we got a brown restriction in PvP. I saw this brown team. Let me bring it over to the Hall of Guardians faction event on Tuesday until I find something better. I shouldn't be saying those things because I'm teaching you how to fish now, instead of just showing you. I like to do that. Then you just come back for the ranting and the raving and the reinforcement. The triple R's. The ranting, the raving, the reinforcement. You already know you're good at the game on your own because I taught you how to fish, but you come back for the ranting, the raving, and the reinforcement. The triple R's. In your Range Rover. Let's see. Let's just take Skull. Let's get a kill. Let's just cast this because it's free. Let's see if we have red to Skull, and yes we do. And they're dead. Skull teams are fun. 1.3, 1.15, 1.2. Let's go 1.3. Dregor says, I'm trying to make Stellaryx my favorite troop. Central Spire is icky. Yeah, you can still learn stuff like every day. Oh yeah, Luna plus Scarlet Staff. I should have done that. I was thinking about doing Luna. It did cross my mind briefly while I was looking at them. Alright, do we have purple to red or brown to skull? No. Purple to red, brown to skull. No. And I'm talking extra turns. I'm not just talking 3 matches. Purple to red, brown to skull? No. So let's do this. We got this, which almost always leads to that. That's why they're together. They love each other. Defiant Shambhala rides on that dragon's back into the sunset over a rainbow with a unicorn flying beside them, with the leprechaun riding the unicorn. 1.25. And a skeleton, frozen skeleton with a broken sword chasing them. Would have been so cool if they actually did the Underspire the way that they said they were going to do it, and they did like the choose your own adventure thing. I was excited. I used to like choose your own adventure. It was fun to read those books when you were a kid. And then they like tricked us into thinking they were actually going to do that. And they didn't do it. It's just blank, bare hallways where you choose left or right with no context. Super fun. It's good loot, though. It's good loot, but it's not... They advertised one thing and bait and switch. They baited us. The bait and switch on us. They could have made that so much cooler. Maybe they were trying to, and they just ran out of time, and then they like had to do the update. Give them the benefit of the doubt that they ran out of time. Dez says my team Defiance, Gargoyle, Gimlet, Stormbrew, Mountain Crusher. That's pretty good, man. I like it. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You got some constructs. You're making brown with an empowered converter. You got a brown weapon. The only thing I don't like is that Mountain Crusher and Defiance are both pure brown. Leave it to me to find something wrong after I already said I like it. Psh. But hey, Defiance can maybe give some stats to the Gargoyle. I don't know. Does that have to be Urska? I would use Geomancer class with that team for sure. You got Gargoyle as a construct, Defiance as a construct, Gimlet's empowered. You should use Geomancer if you have it like fully traded. Maybe try Obsidian Libram instead. I'll go Defiance, Obsidian Libram, Defiance, Obsidian Libram, Gargoyle, Gimlet. If I was going to, like, tweak your team a little bit. Because Obsidian Libram uses purple. That way, instead of having two pure brown troops where one is going to steal mana from the other one, you're never going to get the other one up. You can then have the Libram under the Defiance taking purple in, but you don't have any purple troops yet. It also explodes just like the Mountain Crusher. And then, you know, you got your Gargoyle doing the damage, your Defiance can do some damage, and then your Gimlet's your quick start powered converter. And you could do like Geomancer, or maybe Archer or Titan. The Archer would be for a green storm to then turn into brown with the Gimlet. If you have an explosion potion, at least. If you don't, then don't do that. Alright, do we have red to skull? Green to yellow? No. So let's just do this. Hit something that's about to cast. Red to skull, green to yellow? No. Let's just take skulls. We got it now. And they're probably dead. Allie says I come back because the sound of my own brain sucks. I feel you on that. I just be telling myself how much I suck all day unless I'm talking to you guys. You suck, you stupid idiot. That's what I'm always saying to myself. So stupid, dummy. Quit tripping over that cord, you idiot. Why am I so dumb? You suck. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Come on, do something. That's what I say. Talking to myself. I'll catch myself just standing there watching TV or something. What are you doing, dude? Come on. You suck. Let's go. Just watching Elden Ring videos. Why don't you do something? Stupid. You're supposed to be working. I already did my work. Do more, dummy. Bare minimum little B word. Call myself a bare minimum B. I did what I did it. I did. You're a bare minimum B. A little bare minimum itch. You got an itch. You gonna sit on a bench? Little bare minimum boy. What's your problem, bare minimum boy? To work, you little sissy. Little poop face. It's me talking to myself. The teaser was bollocks. Mark says the Telltale series on PS5 or Choose Your Own Adventure. Yeah, I love those. I watched like a bunch of them. I never played it, but I watched them. I might have played like one. I even watched the Back to the Future one. I even watched the Back to the Future one. That was good. I watched the Game of Thrones one. That was really good. I want to watch it again. I've never even seen Game of Thrones, and I watched the Telltale, and it was good. I still want to see it. I got the book. I got to read it. I got the Game of Thrones book. Because there's only one book, right? One book to rule them all. Let's do this. There's only one book in Lord of the Rings called Lord of the Rings, right? I got the Lord of the Rings book. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read the Lord of the Rings book yet. Only one. Real big, though. It's like 5 million pages. I'm only on page 4,032,000. But one of these days I'm going to read the last million pages in the Lord of the Rings book. The Game of Thrones book is next. It's like 8 million pages. I'm going to read it one day. I only read the first million pages, so, you know, I got a back that's made out of metal, too. If you punch me in the back, you're going to hurt your hand, because my back's made out of metal. Did you know that? And I read 1 million pages on the Game of Thrones book, too. And there's 8 million. I got the special book, where it's only one book, and it's like 8 million pages. I read the first 1 million pages, but I still got 7 million pages to read, so it just hasn't... I can't tell you what it's about yet, but I read it. Let's see. Do we got anything? We got red to skull. We got green to yellow. It's the only problem with these teams. You really got to look. And then, you know, it takes a little bit longer, but it is fun. It definitely works. Red to skull. Green to yellow. Do you act like this in real life? No, I don't. I'm not saying I do. When I said I did, I didn't say that. What'd you say? What'd you say to me? Practice? Arena? I was watching a video about that dude. What's his name? Sketch or something? People thought he was like... something was wrong with him. But nothing's wrong with him. He just a streamer. I don't know why that was so funny, but it was. I'm laughing at my own jokes. Not even a joke, just an observation. Roxy with the gifted, thank you so much with the Arrow Stormforge. I want to watch some more Telltale stuff. You know, my problem is I'll start watching that stuff and I'll get to like video 4 on the playlist, but then I'll be watching it while I'm like trying to sleep, and then I'll fall asleep, and then I don't remember where I was at, and then I'll watch number 4 again. Because I'm like, I gotta watch it over because I don't remember where I stopped watching it because I was falling asleep. And then I'll watch number 4 again, but then I'll like get like 75% of the way through it, fall asleep again. Then I want to watch number 4 again, and then I get fed up and I just go to 5. And then I miss something at the end of 4. And then I watch like 75% of 5, and I'm like falling asleep again. Because I don't know, like when I'm going to bed, like I have the most time to watch stuff. So sometimes I fall asleep watching like a playlist. So I watch like the first 4 or 5 of them, and then I'm falling asleep at some point during one of them, And then I try to rewatch it, but then you lose your spot, and then you start skipping around, and then you get fed up, and then you just quit watching it. Dang it. 6, 7, 8, I don't know. I know I watched the first 4 of them, but was I on 5 or 6 or 7 or 8? I'm halfway through 6? I don't know. Should I just go to 7? Should I rewatch 6? I rewatched 6 like 5 times, though. I don't really want to rewatch the beginning of that. Should I skip through it? Maybe I put on 2 times? I don't know. I did not do a low-level chapter because I was too busy being crazy. I'll just guess. I'm sorry. I'm guessing. First 4 chapters are good, though. Let's see what y'all are saying before we get started on the epic trials for Whitehelm. No problem, Wormskull. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. How many vault keys? I got 507, I think. Can't remember exactly. I'd have to look back at the footage. I got at least 500. I think I got 507 total, you know, like everything all in. Roxy! Allie says read Lord of the Rings back in the 70s, got me into fantasy. Yeah, I actually did read Lord of the Rings, but I haven't read Game of Thrones. I was just joking about a million pages, of course. Used to be a reading demon, me too. You probably wouldn't think it, but yeah. I used to read all kinds of fantasy books when I was like a kid. And I was about to say a teenager, but it was like the entire time I was like 6 until 16 or something. Dragon Ball Z, I watched that for a couple years. You know, if somebody likes that anime stuff, they'd probably think I'm like a noob. Because I just watched Dragon Ball Z and that's it. But some of my kids like anime. Teen Titans, what is it? Attack on Titan? Something like that. That's the one they like. I think it's Attack on Titan. Is that what it's called? No cap. Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale. I'll have to check that one out. They're like all good. Like I thought the Back to the Future one was gonna suck, but it was actually good. So is it called Attack on Titan then, Sana? I think that's what they like. I was gonna say Teen Titans. Is there a difference between Teen Titans and Attack on Titans? Is that where somebody attacks the Teen Titans? Hey, I got a verse offer. You gotta buy those, no matter who you are. Alright, Whitehelm Epic Trials. I don't know, sometimes I start the stream and I think, I don't know what I'm gonna say. And then I just, like, say all kinds of stuff. And I become a crazy lunatic. Sometimes I think I'm, like, gonna be a crazy lunatic, then I just say nothing. I never know. I never come into these streams thinking, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say this. No, I just comes out, whatever it is. Alright, we got Epic Trials here. If you haven't got it done, I'm gonna help you out right now. We got the Topaz Giant. He deals damage to an enemy, then converts 5 purple gems to yellow giant gems. Pretty good tank, you know, 50% stone skin, light storm at the start of battle, create a yellow giant gem when I take skull damage. Got High Paladin, 40% skull reduction. Damage to the 2 strongest enemies, boosted by armor. It's pretty good. Got Paladin, another one with skull reduction. Got 64 damage, boosted by armor. Priestess of Light. Destroy a column, bear a random ally, and give them 58 armor, boosted by yellow gems, destroyed. Burger King, foot lettuce. Archon statue. Deal damage to the strongest enemy. I thought it said if I am a whore. If I am wounded, deal 8 more damage. Templar. He's no big deal. Explode all angel gems, huh? They added that to her. That's different. So he might be the most dangerous, the Mulak. I think I remember that. Do we change anything about this team? I don't think so. It looks like it's in the right order for once, maybe. Because he has 50%, he has 40%, and then he has 25%. Like, it's kind of in order. I think we just go with the way it is. You're doing spell damage quite a bit. It might be a little bit slow. But your, like, survivability's kind of through the roof. Bunch of tanks. You got, like, 3 tanks and a healer. Think of it like a MMO or like a RPG. Like you're playing Final Fantasy. You got 3 tanks and a cleric. That's your team right here. So we're gonna go put on all Nishas, I think. Unless they're boosted by armor. Let me go double check. I think one of them or 2 of them are. So maybe we'll do armor. Maybe I will do the armors. Maybe, baby. I get all the goof juice out on my live streams, and then I... What is going on here? It's not letting me do it again. There we go. Timestamp, thank you. You should write it in like all capitals and with bold and light it on fire. That way I see it. Epic Trials. The 106. At the 107. Alright, I better do this since I did a chapter. And I'll catch up in the chat. Actually, give me 1 second. Yeah, or everybody could say it until I acknowledge you. Timestamp, timestamp, timestamp. Alright, extra turn. Does it really matter who we get up? Like, we could get her up to boost armor and do more damage. Like, this guy, he boosts off of magic. You want to cast him when there's, like, purple next to yellow. And this guy's boosted off of armor by his armor. He's going to hit the 2 strongest enemies. This guy's boosted by his armor. So you have to, like, boost them up themselves. Yeah, or have to choose one of those 2. So maybe we try to get up purple. Could do brown and purple. And then... got purple here. Could do purple, hope for red. Oh, now we got Priestess. We're going to boost up one of our dudes so they hit harder. Let's do this first. Extra turn. You got to take skulls. You don't want to get hit. Even though we have tons of armor, we don't want to just, like, stick our chin out there and let people punch us. Alright, is there purple next to yellow? Just a little bit. I'm gonna boost this guy and then cast him. What? Oh, I gotta select a column. Is it random? That's annoying. What's it boost off of? Can I back out? Wish they let you back out. Destroy a column, barrier a random ally, and give them armor. Boosted by yellow gems destroyed. Okay. I didn't read. I should have read. I guess it went to the first guy. Alright. Ooh! I'm gonna go ahead and cast these dudes. 180. This one we can choose. I think Mulak would be the good choice. Yeah, and we killed him. Now he can't do true damage to us and be a weirdo. Let's do this, I guess. Who would be next? Probably Art. Probably her. Go bottom to top, I think. And then by the time you make it to Templar, hopefully you kill Archon with your skulls or something. Maybe. Camelot's here. Alright, let's do purple again. Kind of playing defensively, but it's defensively in an offensive kind of way, because if I cast her, she'll give armor, hopefully, 50% chance. She gives armor to a dude who will then hit harder, so it's not all defensive. Got a lot of purple next to yellow. We'll have him shoot Arch on, I guess. Got skulls. Well, we got skulls here and yellow. We got both skulls. Let me get skulls again. We got purple next to yellow. I'm going to keep doing it if it's going to keep giving it to me. It's like right here. He's back up. Let's do this and hope it goes to the High Paladin or the Paladin. I need a row with a bunch of yellow. We got two, we got two, we got one, we got three. We got one, we got one, we got one, we got one. Let's go three. And who'd it go to? Went to High Paladin. Cool. So now we can cast him, but let's do skulls first. We'll mess up those skulls up there by taking these down here. Oh, no he didn't. Take skulls. Excuse me. I have a mute button, you know that? Should probably use it. Yeah, let's do this guy. That Paladin hits hard, though. He killed the Mulak. So let's try to get her. 227. Let's do this. Do it here. We got Paladin again. Let's hit Saphira again. Let's get her out of here. She does true damage. Ooh, so close. Well, we can take purple and get skulls. We got purple kind of next to yellow. Our dude only has 100 left. 100 HP. 3 skulls. Let's just kill this thing for it casts. And let's do this. And this. And we win. We didn't even lose a troop. Just got 3 tanks and a healer, basically. It's gonna be not that hard. You might lose your first guy, but so then you got something stepping up with 40% armor. Yeah, you're gonna be okay. And you still got your 2 best damage dealers. Paladin seems to hit the hardest if you want to go all in on your Paladin. But, you know, Priestess can boost Paladin and High Paladin. Topaz Giant is your tank. You want to cast that when you have a bunch of yellow next to purple. That way you can at least get them back up, but maybe get an extra turn. And then you got your Paladin's your main damage dealer. You're hoping that the Priestess will put the armor on him and give him the barrier. That way he can hit even harder. And you want to target Mulak and Saphira. Get them out of there because they're doing true damage. So it doesn't matter how much armor you give your dudes if they're getting hit on their HP. If their HP goes to 0, they're dead. So get that Saphira and that Mulak out of there as fast as you can by using the Paladin to target from the bottom to the top. Just take skulls so they don't hit you with skulls. You see I didn't lose my tank because I was taking all the skulls. I got 17,000 gems right now. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them. Starting to just keep stacking them and stacking them without anything to spend them on. It's kind of a bougie problem, I know. I might have to start doing things that I don't even like buying pet baskets or buying weird offers, or I don't know. I got to think about it. Right now, I'm just stacking them up, but gotta do something with them. Maybe I'll be a scout in TOD. Maybe I'll look for a leaderboard at some point. I would love to stack up a bunch of gems and then win a leaderboard. Like, I've always wanted to do that. But you'd really have to stack a big old stack, because people are going to be throwing gems at it just like you. Some people have like 100,000 gems, so it's hard to win a leaderboard when somebody else really wants it and they have more gems than you. That was Epic Trials. You guys want to see anything else? Or oh, let's do Citadel Wars at least. Let me see what y'all are saying too. You read the encyclopedia as a kid, Allie? Are you, Cat Williams? He said he did that too. I would want to. I think the encyclopedia is kind of interesting. It's not boring like reading like the dictionary or something. The encyclopedia is actually interesting, you know? 7 Deadly Sins is one of your favorite, Des? Your all-time favorite is Inuyasha? Sana? Mark says Epic Trials and Underspire. My favorite part of the streams other than the rants. Roxy says getting HOG pure done today. For real? Good luck. I'm not a big fan of doing it all in one day, but I've done it before on new factions, so it's not like totally out of the question. Yeah, I see Bleach all the time, like at the store, like DVDs of it. I'll have to check some of that stuff out. Like I never really gave it a chance except for Dragon Ball Z. Switch players will be getting some Takshakas? Alright. Yeah, get 3 of them if you can. Second Stellarix? Why? That's cool though, Roxy. I'm kind of saving my Dragonite because I'm afraid they're going to put another dragon in. And last time I didn't have... Like when they added Stellarix, I had barely any Dragonite. Like I had enough to open like 2 or 3 eggs and that's it. So this time I learned my lesson. I'm saving all my Dragonites in case they put another dragon in. Because I'm going to have to open. You know how many eggs you're going to have to open. You know how it goes. It's not just going to be 6. So 6 times 500 is 3,000 Dragonite. That's the least you should save. I'm thinking more like... I hope I have like 10,000 Dragonite when the new dragon comes. Which there's no like... I don't know that there's one coming. I'm just saying like... Probably the only thing in the game I'm saving in anticipation of something else coming eventually is Dragonite. I have 1 billion diamonds and 1 billion event keys, like, but Dragonite, I don't have enough to where I'm going to get a second Stellarix or a second Diamantino, or, you know, I want to have, like, a giant stack of Dragonite for that next dragon. Because it's going to take, you know how many, it's going to take, like, 10, 20 eggs times 500 Dragonite. Then you got to get the weapons, and you got to get the actual troop, so it's not even just that. So I would want to have a nice little 10 racks. 10 racks of Dragonite, no cap. Camelot. Allie says I'm still missing 2 dragons. Last time I opened 7 eggs, I only got 1 new one. Oh no. Ruby Macaco and 3 Takshakas. Yeah, there's a lot of teams that use multiple Takshakas. Like, you'll see a wand with whatever and 2 Takshakas. You'll see just 3 Takshakas and a wand. You'll see Stellarix and 3 Takshakas. There's a lot of... Takshaka gets used for a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't even really have anything good to drink right now. I got cheesy pretzels and Twizzlers, but no drink. I'll make it look easy. Well, hopefully you learned something. That's all. I'm not trying to, like, look good. I'm glad I do. I'm not... But, like, I'm trying to... Hopefully I gave somebody a tip out there that helps them to get it done. 8 Cosmic Dragons to get all 6. I know, like, that Stellarix for some reason was easier to get, huh? I think I only opened, like, 10. And for Diamantina, it took me, like, 16. You've started playing on the Switch again? It just drained you? Yeah, I'm only going to do my new account until I'm, like, level 250 or so. Maybe 200. And I'm already 25. Starts feeling like a chore, you need to cut back. Allie says we didn't have Google back in the 60s, so Encyclopedia was interesting. Dregger says when you have a large stack, start doing Underspire for Glory Orbs. Yup, I'm already doing that. And I still have a large stack, so... They may not even put in another dragon that's just for Dragonite. That's what I thought Stellarix, but then they did, so I don't know. But yeah, let's go do PvP. I think that's probably the next thing. Like, Citadel Wars, you know? Today's Tuesday, right? So... we got our fights. The ones we can choose between are purple, green, and purple. What's green? I'm doing that. What am I doing for purple? The Void Dragon? Not quick battle. What's cool is you can look between both purples and pick the one you think. Like, there's the Void Dragon we got. At least for your first battle. Morthani. Somebody's using Dragon Soul. Let's fight that person. You see how good the Dragon Soul is? It made me want to fight them. And they have no hero. How they're in a Citadel war, I don't know. I thought they got rid of all these teams with no hero on them. These random made-up teams. What is this team? You got Dragon Soul in first slot, first of all. You got Naomi Thelos and the Wild Queen, which are two completely different kinds of troops. And then you got Despond. Like, you know that's not a real team. So now I better not lose to it, huh? Alright, we got 9, and everything's purple, so that should be really good. The cool thing about these things, our whole team's purple, their whole team's purple. Maybe after a couple die, you do this. So we got 7 Citadel points and 72 VP. Got Daughter of Ice, we got Leprechaun. We could scout them all. Daughter of Ice and Nari Zulgoth, that is woo! Got Wand of Stars, double Zulgoth Leprechaun. Uh-oh. Got Wand of Stars, the Grey King, Stellarix, Leprechaun. Ugh, I don't like any of those. Guess I'll try this one. The double Zulgoth thing. I just gotta hope I get up before the wand does. Should probably go check my medals. I hope I don't lose. Yay, look at that. Haha. The best part of your team just got replaced. You ding dong. I was lucky. Okay. Let's try not to lose now. One bad thing is he's not purple. Let's just do this. Let's go back and forth. Got him! I got lucky there. They replaced the Wand of Stars with the Battle Crasher. The only thing that was going to beat me on that team was the Wand of Stars. So I got 2 Kingdom Crowns, I got 12 Citadel points, and 100 VP. Let's go make sure our medals are good. Nope, I had guard medals on. I think I would just do all Orpheus. It's kind of like a Guild Wars fight. This is the right one, huh? The only problem is, you got 2 purple. You gotta remember which one you're doing. Pfft. I think this is right. Yeah, Battle 3. It says it right there. Alright, what do we got this time? We got Arachnian Weaver. We picked the poopiest team. Wand of Stars, Zulgoth, Chernabog, Arachnian Weaver. We got Wand of Stars, the Grey King, Zulgoth, Leprechaun. Got Thrall, Wand of Stars, Zulgoth, Leprechaun. Huh, I guess this one. This looks pretty, it's pretty tough. Their wand gets going. Could get into some trouble. Big trouble, mister. Oof. Come on, baby. Of course we're frozen. I think we just do some damage. Let's just do that. Uh-oh. Need them to die. Oh, that's so close. He got 5 HP. No way. Oh no, y'all. Killing everything else, at least. Okay. Shoo! He had Elementalist. He had me frozen. Somehow I still pulled it off. He got stupid little Theodorovich on his shoulder, too. And he's got a dumb name. I got 5 gold marks. I knocked that Theodorovich right off his shoulder. 5 gold marks, 10 Citadel points. And now we're going for the Guardian. We got to get there, though. Cunning, Wand of Stars, Fist of Zorn, Draxius. That could be rough if they get empowered, like the right alignment. Wand of Stars, Stellarex, Meteorodon, and Leprechaun. Anything with the Wand of Stars scares me. That's pretty much everything. I think I'm going to go with this one. Just gotta hope they don't go crazy on us. Hey, a pet gnome. Thank you. And it's kind of weird, right? Because if you're... You know, they wouldn't do that in Guild Wars, huh? We're doing alliance fights right now. We're doing Citadel Wars. So it's the Dark Order versus whoever. And their team can have battle crashers and their team can get screwed up by battle crashers. Is that really fair? I know it happens the other way around too, though, huh? I guess since it happens to us too while we're on defense, it's fair because it could happen either way. But you know, they wouldn't do that in Guild Wars, for example. Like, they're not gonna let a battle crasher pop in while you're doing Guild Wars. Can mess up your whole team. And if you're trying to win, like, you want the enemy to lose. That way, they don't get as many wins. And then if you win all your fights and they lose against your team, like, maybe you can beat them. But I already fought, like, 2 times. 2 battle crashers in like, 4 fights right here. So you definitely want to do, like, you want to do your PvP before you do your battle crashers, basically. That's what I'm thinking. If you go and do all your battle crashers first, and then they don't appear anymore, they can't even pop up while you're doing Citadel Wars. So you kind of want to do PvP before you get all your battle crashers. Like, as soon as possible, really. That way it has a better chance of popping up. I'm going to do this and get them entangled. Oh, I thought it would go to first slot as random. We're only frozen on blue. Oh, we're frozen on purple. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, Cunning does hurt, but he's dead now. Killed the hero. We win again. We won. Tiny Tentacle. Day of the Tentacle. Alright, now we fight the Guardian. And then anything after that's butter, icing, etc. It should be alright. Like, this isn't a person's team. It's like the AI. It looks like I'm gonna win. Anita's home. Yeah, I've been doing, like, early in the week, you should definitely do PvP for your battle crashers, your crowns. Because you need to do it anyway. You don't have to do Explore. There's nothing in the game where, unless it's like your XP booster, I guess, or you still need global medals. But you could do that whenever you want, at any time, on any day of any week. Like, PvP, you gotta get to a certain goal before the end of the week, or you don't get that reward. So you want to do PvP for your Battle Crashers, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Plus, do your Citadel Wars fights, and Battle Crashers will pop in and screw up the enemy's team. Off to the races. 18 and 12 is good. 12 and 7, not so good. 17-12 is good. 11 and 17. Man, he's strong, huh? He's strong. He's got that spell damage and that... He's a tough guy. He's a tough guy, eh? How many times I gotta hit this dude? There he goes, finally. Alright, 5 down, 1 to go. Well, we pretty much got... I should have used my Swift Talismans. I forgot. If you want to make sure you're going to win, like, use your Swift Talismans, I guess. You probably have some from the day before. If you didn't use them yesterday, you probably have Swift Talismans. I would use them against, like, the actual people. Don't use them, like, against the Guardian. Don't use them on your 6th fight. I would use your Swift... If you're going to use Swift Talismans, use them immediately as soon as you start Citadel Wars for the day. Because the most important fights are going to be your first 4 fights. That's against actual people with actual teams. The Citadel Guardian, you're probably going to win. He's not like an actual team. He's just a hard... One troop is hard on that team. And then the 6th fight isn't that big of a deal. I mean, if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. For, like, the leaderboard. You're not going to get, like, gold marks from it. Like, this fight right here is just icing, frosting, butter. Like, it'll help me with the leaderboard for my alliance, but it's not going to give me gold marks or a Citadel Guardian or anything like that. It'll just be nice to go 6-0. Anita with the gifted. Went to Mark. All right, we saw Mark the other day, right? Big old purple. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Alright, we should be good. Ooh, 13-17. 9-22, let's go with this. 7-15. 7-20. If it's like a good ratio, I'll pick the dragon. If it's lots of purple, I'll pick the weapon. Like, that's not a... It's only 7 blue. Let's do the sure thing. You don't really cast the, what's-her-face, unless you have to. She's just there for her storm. But I got 2 crowns, at least. So that was all the Citadel fights. I could probably play for another 15 minutes or so, since you guys are awesome. Got this person again. Theodorovich on their shoulder with their stupid name. Not if your name is either one of these. Yeah, you're cool. I'm not saying you're not cool. Alright, so is there anything in particular you guys want to see, or do you want me to just play the game normally? I could probably go for 15 minutes. I could run a poll. I do have a couple things I gotta do today, but, you know, I started late today, so. Let's catch up in the chat, and while I do that, you guys can let me know if you have a consensus on what you want to see, or if I should just do a poll, or if I should just play the game normally. Two eggs at once, Mark? You did Citadel Wars in purple? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm afraid to waste them too, Allie. Yoke says, did you open 2 when you were down to 1 dragon? I think I always opened 1 at a time. I don't know, though. Mark says, "Yoke, I saved 3 for the last dragon in case I got a duplicate." Yeah, when you only have 1 dragon left, you should only open 1 egg. Because what if you get it, and then you wasted some dragonite? It's kind of like how people will go for the new mythic and they'll open 50 gem keys. Most of the time you're not going to get it, but that's the best way to save the most keys if you're worried about keys. If you're worried about dragonite, the best way, if you only need 1 egg, is to open 1 egg at a time, because you might get it. Anita said, "Lady in the grocery store was holding up the line because she didn't have enough money, so I went up to her and paid for her." That's a good way to get out of there. Speed run it. Dreger says, "Crisp was wrong about these things. I knew they wouldn't be obtainable by players." Oh, the Guardians, the Citadel Guardians. Yeah, the devs said they wouldn't be. At least not right now. Mark says, "Good job, Anita. We need more people like you in the world." Yeah, I've had a person, like, pay for my fast food, I think. Like, they'll say, "Hey, I'll pay for the person behind me." I think it was like Christmas time. That's pretty cool. I wish I had got more, though. Hey, what up, Junior? I feel you, bro. No diddy. Mark says, "What's for dinner, Anita?" Pork chops and stomp? What is stomp? Is that like mashed potatoes? You stomp on them? You always make us hungry. Hit the like button. Yeah, I gotta do that too. So nobody has said anything in particular about what they want to see. So I might just play the game normally, show you guys that. You know what I was thinking the other night? I'm like, what if I just do 2 streams in a day? And I don't think I'll be able to. Like, every once in a while, I pop up at night and just play the game. You remember that one time where I lost my voice and we just kind of chatted while I played? I don't know. I don't know if I really want to, like, do a whole stream where I'm ranting and raving, and because then I don't get anything done, but I don't know. That's probably not a good idea. It was just a fleeting idea I had yesterday. Like, what if I stream this? Like, I'm playing the game. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just playing the game. What if we just have a little members-only stream or something while I just play the game? I'm getting stuff done. Like, I was doing something. I don't know. My dungeon, my adventure board, my just daily stuff. Maybe every once in a while I'll pop up at nighttime and just play the game. It's like the morning streams, I'm like doing teams and giving you guys teams and showing whatever it is for the day, and not really playing the game like I would normally play it. But then at night I play the game normally like I'd normally play it. And there's no reason I can't I guess there is reasons, but I could probably get interrupted. I'd have to play pretty late. And then I get tired and... Alright, so the XP booster is telling me to complete a dungeon run, so I have to do the dungeon properly instead of the way I usually do it. Okay, so far so good. Up. We gotta fight this immediately. Mona said PvP? Okay. Gold farming, I just, you know, vault event. That or, like, skeleton key team on, like, everything. Like your adventure board, your dungeon, your pet battles, the Warrens, Underworld. You could just run skeleton key team with Cedric. There's other things people do for gold farming, like they do some red macaco business and explore, or they do PvP with the gold booster, and I just never found it that necessary. I've never been at want for gold, really. I got 20 million, and it just kind of stays there. At a certain point, there's like nothing to spend it. I mean, once you get all your factions done, and once you got all your kingdoms open, and leveled and stuff, there's like almost nothing to spend it on except for guild tasks. It's still nice to have, and it's still something you always need. It's not like diamonds or cursed runes or something. Like, you're always going to need gold, but it's not hard to like keep a certain amount of gold just by doing vault event. You'll get 250,000 here and 250,000 there just doing vault. Yeah, if you're going to do a little bit more, maybe run the warrants 3 times a day with your skeleton key team and use your skeleton key team on adventure board, dungeon, just like stuff you're already doing anyway. I don't like farming, like taking time to go and just get gold, or taking time to just go get a class experience, or taking time to just go get souls. Like if you're doing something else too, I like that. And you could say, yeah, well, I'm getting medals too, and I'm getting trait stones too, and I'm leveling a class too. I mean, that's okay. But like a red macaco on Explorer 5 with it's a gold farming team, and you're just doing that, and you already got your global medals, and you don't need trait stones, and you already have all your classes leveled, and you're only getting gold. It feels like a waste of time to me. I'd rather see you use like the skeleton, whatever your favorite gold farming team is, and just do your adventure board, your dungeon, your pet rescues, do the warrants 3 times a day in the underworld or something. Like even when I was putting out videos about soul farming and gold farming, I don't think I ever like actually sat there and did it. Maybe soul farming like a little bit when I was going for Dawnbringer, when it was actually a really good weapon. Nowadays, you got Wand of Stars, you got Red Macaco, you got all those doomed weapons that do AoE damage and turn stuff to skulls. When I was getting Dawnbringer, there wasn't stuff like that. So there was a reason to sit there and soul farm for a really good weapon when there wasn't other good weapons in the game. The game changes over time. Like, people used to soul farm. But it was mostly for Dawnbringer. If you go back in time and you actually watch a video from 5 years ago, when people were soul farming using Ferrous Raw, that was because they were going for Dawnbringer. Not because they were low on souls and needed souls. Same with gold, like, you know, gold farming was usually always something you just did while you did other things. You never sat there and did, like, explore for gold. Maybe when we first got global medals and we were trying to get our 3 niches. But you're doing something else while you're gold farming. You're not just gold farming. And the Vault Event's the best place to get gold because you can get giant chunks of it while you're getting diamonds, gems, orbs, you know, all kinds of stuff. So you're getting amazing other things. If you're just sitting there gold farming and explore, you're not getting gems, you're not getting vault keys, you're not getting orbs, you're not getting all that other cool stuff. You're just getting gold. It's like a waste of time. Oops, I'm dumb. Why'd I take that? My opinion, anyway. And I just tell y'all, like, how I played the game. All I can do is, like, tell you how I got to this point with everything in the game and abundance of resources, free to play, with no advantages. I mean, all I can do is tell you, like, how I did that. And it wasn't sitting there gold farming or soul farming ever. I should have used niches for that. But we got our XP booster done, and we also got our dungeon done. So now I do adventure board. I'm leveling a class still, slowly. So while I get my adventure board done, I'm going to get some class experience. Still with a pretty fast team. Puzzle Quest 3 I think we are going to do that. It's just going to be after the new account playthrough. So once the new account playthrough is over and done with, and we're not doing it anymore, I'll probably try Puzzle Quest at least a few times. I'll give it a nice little try. Like once a week for a month or 2. I'm not gonna like play Puzzle Quest every day of the week like I do Gems of War, but like I played Elden Ring, like I played Sekiro, like I'm doing the new account playthrough, I'll try Puzzle Quest. And if for some reason it gets thousands and thousands of views, I'm not stupid. Like, it's not going to, I guarantee it. I'm like 95% sure like Puzzle Quest is not going to get thousands of views. But if it does, I will add a day, and then if that gets thousands of views, I'll add another day. Like, there's always a chance for anything to become a big thing on the channel. It just, you got to get views and... Or we do a live stream of Puzzle Quest 3 and somehow a millionaire comes in here and gives me $1 million. Of course I'm going to do it the next day. You know? Then somebody gives me $100,000, I'll do it again the next day. And then somebody gives me $50,000, I'll do it the next day. And then $1,000, I'll do it the next day. Like, anything could happen. I just know, like, what's going to happen. We're going to do the new account playthrough until I get to, like, 250 or 200. It's going to slowly get less and less viewers as time goes by, because most people want to see the very beginning of the game and not, like, level 175 or 200 or 300 or 400. They want to see, like, 25 and 50 and 75 and 100. And then as far as Puzzle Quest goes, the first one might do okay. And then the second one will do a little bit worse. Third one will do a little bit worse. Fourth one. And then eventually we'll not play it anymore. And we'll move on to something else that's a new game that, like, whatever. Some Gems of War clone that's just newer, and maybe we'll fall in love with some other game. So that's the strat if we make it that far. New account playthrough, then Puzzle Quest, then Gems of War's likes once a week. Or maybe free-to-play games on PlayStation, something like that. Go back to my roots. When I started the channel, I was just like checking out all the free-to-play games on PlayStation. I think I'm going to try some like games that are similar to Gems of War first. Like, just looked at, like, what game is most similar to Gems of War? Yeah. Whatever pops up, I'm going to try it. And except for Puzzle Quest, because we're already doing that. But like, what game is most similar to Gems of War besides Puzzle Quest? Whatever pops up, we'll try it. If I see something that looks similar, it's a match 3 RPG, we'll try it. I don't even have a name yet. I don't even know any games. I think there's like a Marvel game that's kind of... I don't think that's going to be good, but... as an example, I think there's like a Marvel game that's kind of like this, isn't there? Puzzle Quest is kind of like this. Like, I'm sure there's games out there I don't even know about. Like, this is a whole genre of game, really, so there's probably tons of games like this. Hey, one day I was talking about doing a stream while I'm doing a stream. Or making a video while I'm doing a stream, or making a video while I'm making a video. It's like the Matrix or something. It's super meta on you. One day I'm going to make a stream while I'm making a stream. While I'm making a stream. And I'm going to look into a mirror, and that's looking into a mirror, that's looking into a mirror. It's going to cause a portal, and I'm going to go to another world. And then Peter Pan and Captain Hook... and Wendy, and then we'll get a Baconator. I got Wendy's the other day. Took forever for them to make, like, 5 hamburgers. Like, what are you doing? All you do is make hamburgers and fries. It's not like I ordered something crazy, like a crazy chicken sandwich or fish sandwich. We got, like, the most regular hamburgers you can get with fries. And it took them, like, 30 minutes to make it. What's going on, dude? What happened to fast food? The Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. I'm not... it's not... That's it. Now, we did get 5 of them. But I assume they have 5 hamburgers in that building. For some reason, it was like a brain buster. And it took them... a long time to figure it out. That's what they do all day. That'd be like forgetting how to breathe or something. All you do is make hamburgers all day, and I ordered the most normal hamburger ever, and I didn't order 50 of them. How come it took you 25 minutes to make 5 hamburgers? I could probably go in there and make them myself faster. I don't even know how to use any of your equipment. I'll figure it out. Anyway, I better get out of here, y'all. I gotta get going on this day. This is my last week. Next week is summer. I don't think it's gonna be as bad as I think. Like, I was definitely making it doomsday because I was trying to move before the summer. Now that it's probably not gonna happen, I'm trying to accept it and not be as crazy about it. Like, it's just gonna be, it's gonna suck, but it's not gonna like suck that bad. Just be a little bit more sucky. I think it's gonna get really hot out. The pool will get opened. It's not gonna be as crazy as I think. People are lazy and sleep in till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the summer. The only problem's gonna be like me getting sleep because they're probably gonna be shooting fireworks out of their butt every night. But other than that, we're still trying to move. We're going to look at something this week. A couple days. Not tomorrow, but the next day. I just saw a sign today for one that I might call. I was really trying to move by June 1st, and it's not happening. So, we'll see, though. As soon as possible, which is taking months. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot to get about the channel, comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. No problem, Allie. I got it by accident. I'll probably go grab that pet, too. Leprechauns help raise gold. Junior says facts, no printer. Your mom plays Puzzle Quest 3. She says it's good. Yeah, we're gonna try it. That is in my plans. The only thing that could stop that is if we have like 2 terrible months in a row. You know how it goes. Like if June and July suck and we just don't make it to Puzzle Quest 3. I'm not promising anything, but if we just make it, if we're still doing the channel when the new account playthrough is done, then I will play Puzzle Quest. As long as it's possible. If there's some reason it's not possible, you know. But I plan on playing Puzzle Quest 3 next. Or Puzzle Quest whatever one it is. I think it's Puzzle Quest 3. Maybe we try 2 and 1. Is there? Is there 0? Is there a prequel? Is there a side game? I don't know. No content for it, because other Gems of War streamers have tried it and it just didn't. Like, I bet you they would be doing it too if it got a bunch of views. That's how you make a streamer do something. You can make streamers dance. You can be the puppet master. The chat can control a whole channel. If you guys really wanted to, you could control everything I do all the time. There's a couple different ways to do that. If you are really excited about me playing Puzzle Quest 3, you could find a way to make me play it sooner or for longer or whatever. Like, it's all up to the viewers. You could definitely influence the direction of a channel pretty easily. And the easiest way is just by hitting like, leaving comments. If I get a ton of views on Puzzle Quest, I'm going to keep doing it. I'd be stupid not to. If we have like amazing streams whenever we do Puzzle Quest all of a sudden, like we have normal stream, normal stream, normal stream, normal stream. I play Puzzle Quest, boom, it's like an amazing stream. And then the next week it's like normal, 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 normal. Puzzle Quest 3, boom, another amazing stream. Like I'm going to notice, and I'm going to be like, maybe we should do another one of those every week, you know? Like, you guys can drive the train. You can drive the channel. You guys are part of like the decision making, kind of, you know what I mean? Anyway. 700 Dragonite away from Diamantina Sana. That's awesome. Alright, John, we'll see you, dude. Have a good day. Next thing is EverQuest tomorrow, and then Thursday will be the class event for, what is it, Priest? But we'll do other things after that. The class event gets done pretty quickly, and then we'll be on to what? Like Citadel Wars and raids and maybe some vault keys and everything else. Because class event gets done so fast, we have plenty of time on Thursdays. I might even make that another new account playthrough day eventually. Then Friday we got Arena, which is fun to watch, but not so fun to play. And what are we talking about? Practice. Like, I get it, but it's kind of fun to watch me do Arena, because it's a place I could actually lose. So there's some drama and anxiety and excitement there. Today, I only had, like, what? 2 fights where I maybe could have lost. I probably fought like 50 fights on stream, and there was maybe 2 that I might have been, I could have lost, maybe. But in Arena, it's like every fight you could lose. But have a good day, and thanks for joining me, Asana, John, Alley, Junior. We got Sana. We got Camelot. We got Anita. We got Mark. Mark of the Nugent type. Anita with the gifted. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. I went to Mark Bolden of the Bolden type. Got Anita. We got Mark. We got Roxy. Or we had Roxy. We had Dregor here. Camelot, Allie, Dregor, Dez the Enforcer. Good questions there, Dez. Appreciate it. Roxy with the gifted went to Eros. Appreciate that. You're a legend. Oh, yeah. Eros is a good feller. Wormskull was here today and came out with a bang with a $10 super chat. Appreciate that. You're a legend. Beg from Marseille was here today. John Fitzpatrick was here today. 2 oldies but goodies, and I'm not talking about your age. I'm talking about how long you've been around the channel. We had Peter Dogger today. Hopefully I could help you out today. Allie with the gifted went to this guy, Mr. Z. That was good. You're a legend, Allie. Mark with the 2, the Future Apple Juice Fund. That will be in June. So I'll save up that $2 for June. And I think you already gave me a couple, so I'll keep saving. We'll get us a nice little bottle of apple juice. Chad with the 2, the customary 2. It's so consistent and appreciated. Throwing them dollars at me dancing on the pole and twerking. We got Mark, we got Dez. Wormskull. Sana with another gifted, I think. To Wormskull, which was crazy good. Wormskull came in and gave their first super chat ever, and then they got gifted by Sana. I don't know how it works, but it seems like the more stuff you do in the more chance you have at getting gifted. So you could be a coupon clipper and come out of here ahead if you wanted to. You never know. Instead of buying your own membership, you could be gifted if you just show up. Basically. Wormskull came in, gave a $10 super chat, bang, got gifted, got 5 of his dollars back. I'm sure that could work other ways where you come out ahead. But anyway, we'll see you Thursday for the next live stream. And EverQuest tomorrow, if you just want to show support, go let it run while you put it on your phone while you play Gems of War and watch something else on your computer. Hit like, leave a comment. I know you don't really probably play that game, but if you want to help out, leave a comment, hit a like, let it run. And I'll see you Thursday for the class event. Thank you so much. You're the best. Later, Allie, Sana, Mark, Roxy, John. See ya. Have a good day. Peace out.